Well, this is a concern to almost all artists that exist on the platform, but hi and welcome to my channel. If yeah, I don't really do this stuff, but welcome. Okay, so this is about AI, and I'm a new PNG tuber. Yeah, I'm deciding to make controversial videos. But what's so wrong with AI? AI art is a thing everyone fights about. For people who don't draw, it seems like an easier way to learn or draw something they like their OC or something like that. But for artists, it's not the same thing. AI art doesn't have the same thing as human art does, which is basically emotion, and that's a big controversial thing nowadays. But the reason AI art is so bad is because the person who feeds an art style into AI is obviously bad because you shouldn't use AI, obviously. But the worst reason is because AI art feeds off other people's art style. So if you take a unique art style and feed it into AI, they will like put the art style and coloring style in the system, and then yeah, you get it. But it's not good because other artists, and it affects other artists. Like, you don't accuse people or nothing like that before you know anything, because it can destroy people's like lives or like image online. But also, the people who feed the art into AI also like post it on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and even Instagram. And unaware people that aren't artists that don't know that it's AI uh, support it without knowing and just want them to put out more art and love their art style. So, how can you spot AI? It's kind of hard to spot AI nowadays because it's been so much better, but there are a lot of ways to spot AI nowadays, actually. So, one of the main ways to see if it's AI is if the hand looks odd or has like more fingers than it should, or if a finger is in the wrong place. Or if the hair just appears out of nowhere, like a strand in the middle of nowhere, which is not a normal thing, but it can also be an art style, but it isn't that normal. But also, how you can spot an AI creator is if they were like first started posting in 2021 or something, and they had normal-ish art style. They weren't too good, they weren't too bad. But then randomly a day in like 2021 still, randomly a day, it's so much better. They look like a person who's drawn for 5 years straight, non-stop. That's a sign of AI creators, but also if the creator you like, for example, isn't a pro artist, but pro artists obviously can't put out a lot of, but it takes a toll on them. So they can put out a lot of art all the time, but it takes a lot of like energy for them. But the reason to also you can see if your favorite creator using AI is because if they put out non-stop, fully rendered pieces, everything like that all the time, they're most likely an AI artist since they can just generate. They don't really, they just have to ask an AI to generate it for them. Something else you can also do is if you see, for example, a art which you think is AI, and it has a completely white background or a simple plain color, nothing else, you can go onto it and check, is this AI? But how can you do that? You go to your settings, you click on the photo, obviously, then to, you put to the max saturation and contrast, and you will see if it has a lot of different specs on the completely neutral color or white background, it's not a real person's art because the AI uses a lot of different colors, even if it doesn't have to, but it uses them. So if you see like little specks of different colors in the white background, that's not AI art. And that's something we just found recently, so but it's good because if you use something that you have drawn on a plain white background, you can clearly see it's just the same color as every other little thing. But if you're afraid to expose someone because they have a big following, or like, oh, but they're so cool, I love their art, but they had so many fans, like I've seen what happened to them before. Don't be afraid, just don't go before you have not enough proof, because for one thing, you will definitely get asked, can I see your proof that this art is AI? And that's a normal thing. Obviously, you always want proof. So before you even try to out anyone, just go and just say, hey, I'm gonna try and find everything here. And then you should be able to go, and when you get a lot of things, you can obviously go and get it. But yeah, but don't be afraid to out someone for using AI, because it's good that you just push them off the platform. But if don't accuse someone who doesn't use AI, because that can drive them off the platform, stop drawing forever, and everything like that. So just be for sure. And this is the end of the video. I know it's pretty short, but yeah. So AI has been a problem for years and still is today and probably will be for the longest time ever still. Even though you aren't an artist, you shouldn't feed someone's art style into AI. Whatever is going on in your life, all of this is a big controversial topic for non-artists and artists on like TikTok, Instagram, just almost every social media platform. But thanks for watching my video, and make sure you like and everything, and I'll try and post more. Sorry if this was short again, but thanks again for watching, and have a great night or good night, everything really.